So he did an interview with Rolling Stone. So we're just going to go through some of the more interesting questions and answers that I read here. The interviewer asks, Supergirl, which is out next year, is wrapping principal photography. How much were you on the set? Zero. Very little. I mean, at the very beginning, but I've been pretty busy, as you might imagine. I was really involved at the script stage, but then director Craig Gillespie has just been such a great partner. He's been doing his thing. You never know how something gets together, but right now it looks amazing. It's really cool stuff. Okay, not exactly super big news, right? Guy who's making a movie says it's good. But this is the real interesting question. That's no longer called Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, correct? And then James Gunn pauses. I think it's just called Supergirl. Not the wackiest thing in the world, right? But it does seem like James Gunn is very loosey-goosey with his titles. Like, he announced Superman as Superman Legacy, and then he decided to just call it Superman. Then he announced Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, and now it looks like it's just going to be called Supergirl. Personally, it doesn't really matter to me one way or the other. The title of the movie doesn't actually matter all that much. I am looking forward to that Supergirl movie because the Woman of Tomorrow comic book that it's based off of is quite good, and I think it should make for an interesting movie. But we'll have to wait and see, won't we? On a story level, what cracked Superman for you? And then he had this to say. Well, I'm skipping to a specific part. Bringing all those elements into a Superman movie in a way that hasn't happened, not to mention that he exists in a world where superheroes or some form of metahumans have existed for 300 years. It's just a different thing. So I do like that interesting little tidbit there. So in the DCU, it says that metahumans will have existed for 300 years. So yeah, I mean, we are stepping into a DCU with like just a vast history of superheroes, of superpowered beings, which I think is an interesting take, right? Because we very much did the MCU where in a lot of ways when you watch that first Iron Man movie, I mean it feels relatively grounded, right? Like it feels relatively like Iron Man creating this suit of armor is like a really big thing. If you look at the Spider-Man movies, it's like there's not really any, and there aren't any other superheroes running around. Same goes for the Nolan Dark Knight trilogy. Like, that was very grounded. Matt Reeves trilogy, grounded. So I do think it's an interesting thing to do. Oh, Man of Steel also very much felt the same way, right? Like, it very much felt like a Superman existing in this world was like an incredibly novel thing. I think it'll be interesting. James Gunn is going to have to make Superman feel special and extraordinary in a fantastical world. That is the one thing that I think he'll struggle with, but we'll see how he does it.